How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Superpower Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the Joker calling card life-size gloved hand statue by Cryptozoic Entertainment.
Here's my card.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the box. On the front we have a full image of the Joker gloved hand statue holding the card. Flipping around to the side, same exact image on both sides. If you look at the back of the box, it gives a little more detail about the statue itself, as well as showing the 4 separate calling cards or Joker cards that come with the statue. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the statue out of the box and take a closer look. Now once you open the box, this is where you have the 4 calling cards as well as a Joker card shaped certificate of authenticity. That's very cool. This particular Joker hand statue is limited to 2,000 pieces. This one is $2.99 out of 2,000. And what better to cut a Joker hand out of the box than a 2-sided Batman knife. Okay, and as you can see, the hand statue is safely housed in plastic inside the styrofoam molded to the hand. Keeps it nice and safe. I don't see any breakage whatsoever. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the 4 Joker cards and the certificate of authenticity come wrapped in this plastic here. We'll go ahead and get that out of there, give you a closer look. One of the coolest things about this statue is that it does come with the 4 different Joker playing cards. They're very much in a vintage style. They have an aged look to them, look like they've been around quite a bit, passed around, like, as it says on the title, his calling card. So this would be the first one in a classic Jester style. Second one, once again, in a very vintage style, almost just a black and white sketch. Third one, and I think my favorite one, is just the bust style of the Joker classic Jester vintage style. And the fourth and final one is the one that resembles a standard plain deck style with the Joker on both sides. Has, again, a vintage look to it. Almost looks like it has a crease right here, which is printed onto the card to give it that old aged look that we mentioned before. Okay, so anyone that knows me knows that I'm a huge DC fan and even a bigger Joker fan. Anyone that is a Joker fan knows that authenticity matters. And that's one thing they absolutely nailed on this statue. Let's go ahead and go over the details on this glove. First thing I want to talk about is the scale. Of course, it is a 1-to-1 scale, so it is a life-size hand statue. And as you can see, it is standard size of a hand. Now let's talk about the attention and the detail they have on this as far as the sculpt goes in a life-size hand statue like this. If you look at the details in the wrinkling around the glove, it is exactly what a leather glove would do if you were wearing it and scrunching your hand up together like that. Even the details as far as the seam, the way the seam itself wrinkles and follows each curve of the wrinkle of the glove. Okay, and spinning around to the palm side of the hand, once again, very realistic look with the fingers, the way they're scrunched together, the way the hand is being held tight into the palm of the hand, creating the wrinkles. Very realistic, very well done. One of the most impressive areas on this for me is the actual cuff for the jacket and the sleeve. They went ahead and put the sleeve for the shirt and the cuff is completely separate sculpts, as you can see that they are 2 separate pieces from the glove. Nice attention to detail on the orange button here. Paintwork is really good. I don't see any issues with the paint at all. I really like the attention to detail that they put on the cuffs. If you look closely at the cuff of the jacket, it has a very fine detail on it, just like a fabric texture would have. They even paid attention to small details, such as the end of the cuff where the material would kind of flare out like that instead of being completely flat. It gives it a very realistic fabric look to it. Same thing goes for the green shirt cuff on the inside. You can see the detail in the stitching around the edge of the green cuff. Now let's talk about the paintwork on this. You can see it is a matte purple on the glove. And one thing I really love that they did with this is they didn't just make it a solid purple all the way across. They have the light purple, kind of a faded purple for the main color of the glove, but they have a very subtle, darker airbrushed in between the fingers, down in the shadowed areas. It creates a very realistic, shadowed, worn look to the glove. Now the only flaw that I've been able to find throughout the sculpt is if you look between the thumb and the hand right here, you can see a little bit of chipping or deterioration where the sculpt comes together. It's probably where the mold was pulled from the sculpt, But again, it's way down in the crevice of the hand, so it's very hard to see. Okay, so now let's take a look at how the cards mount into the fingers. Now if you look closely right here, there is a slot. It's actually a triangular shaped slot. It's meant to hold the corner of the card. The way that works, you just slide the bottom corner of the card into the hand like that, and there you go. And once it's in there, it does hold it fairly snug. It doesn't fall out very easily, but it's not stuck in there. It is very easy to remove. There's no damage on the corner of the card from sticking in there because it does just kind of sit in there from its own weight. And obviously one of the coolest options of this, as we mentioned before, cards can be changed out to any one of these cards anytime, and it completely changes up the look of the glove. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom of the base. It is polystone, so it has some good weight to it. Has the Joker logo once again, showing again that it's $2.99 out of 2,000 pieces made, and all the information about the statue as well at the bottom. Okay, so overall I'm really happy with this statue. This is a very incredibly detailed, very well done piece. I love the options that they gave with the 4 different cards, the different ways that you can pose it, different positions. It's a simple hand sculpture, but is still very unique and very cool. So if you're a Joker fan, I mean, this is something you definitely need to have. And the great thing about this is there is a companion piece for Harley Quinn that goes right alongside this one, which I will show right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, as always, is get some close-ups of the statue, scan around a little bit, let you see some more of the details of this incredible Joker gloved hand statue.
I thought my jokes were bad.
Alright, that's going to wrap up this review of the Joker calling card from Cryptozoic Studios. Let me know what you think of this Joker calling card statue. Leave a comment below, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.